Honestly, not so good, not gonna lie. I am...
Anyone recognized you?
Sorry, what?
Anyone recognized you?
Well, I don't think they have, well, not at least by name. However, our contact, the master that we spoke with, knows a bit about, well, my roots. And that is both a blessing in disguise and very disturbing for different reasons. But that's a personal matter, I won't bore you with the details. I'm more worried about, well, she shows off her pretty much destroyed ropes at this point as well. I'm more worried about my own protection right now, in the, well, immediate sense. I think I'm going to need some more clothes going forward. Luckily, at least we're on the right planet. As soon as we get some spare time, I'd actually like to go shopping. Hopefully they'll have something that's gonna be a bit more useful next time we run into something big and dangerous.
Well, we should have some time. At least I'm trying to think of what to do.
Did you manage to fix everything? By the way. Did you manage to fix everything on the ship?
Yeah, there's still a couple little buffs that I've not been able to get to. I did an arc welder. I wasn't sure when you guys were going to be back.
Well, it seems like we're gonna be dealing with some raiders, so you never know when your baby is gonna be useful again. Also, if you heard about, well, the nasty locals, a bit of a run-by with your ship and destroying some caves might be a good option, if you wanna earn some extra money.
Yeah, I can do that.
I guess this is where your giant fucking gun is gonna pay off again, Jack. I still can't believe you installed that thing on such a small ship.
I can't believe you didn't notice when I was installing it. I had to take apart the entire centerfold.
I thought you were furnishing for extra living quarters or something.
I mean, I was.
But, you know what? I'm not gonna question it. Just hand me the soap.
Sure. I slide along a bucket towards you to begin tuning the engines for moisture resistance.
Like, are you outside on the pad or inside the ship's own hangar?
Probably inside the ship hangar.
Yeah, bottom hangar. I imagine, meanwhile, Kains is just eating octopus like fucking popcorn.
Also, I'm assuming at this point Grab is there to pester us, so I'm just gonna, like, make a very bubbly, sudsy type of water on top of the water, you know, make a lot of bubbles and just fucking throw them at her.
Make a range attack.
Oh,
there's no bully.
Damn.
Okay. Throws bucket.
I guess this is the thing now. I'm throwing bubbles at Gravit. Okay.
Would you like the drinking stone?
Wait, didn't you lose it?
No, you got it back.
I got it.
Aha!
Gravity is peeking around the corner and gets nailed by bubbles, making her fall on the ground, pretending to be dead.
Got her. See? I can shoot pretty good when I want.
Oh, you did throw most of the bucket.
And just as Grabby falls to the ground, Teaser steps around her prone form, seeing as she's not actually hurt.
I lean in and whisper, "Watch this." I pick up a single handful of water and try and huck it at Teaser. Just the one handful, though. I'm gonna give myself diff 3. Harder than a regular shot.
Do you want to dodge?
Let's see. Actually, Oh yeah. No. What bizarrely enough happens is that Tisa is sensing something incoming, although she's not exactly sure what. So the lightsaber comes up and catches the droplets of water.
It's just
before she realizes that they turn to steam, and she's like, "Oh!"
There's suddenly a little spritz of steam in the face.
Yeah, just.
It's like, "Oh, right." And she just turns off the saber and is like,
Don't beat yourself over
Well.
it, Jack. To be fair, your opponent was much tougher.
What do you mean? I was aiming for that.
Well, I have to say, you did manage to catch me somewhat off guard. I did not see that coming.
Is that supposed to be a joke, teaser?
Do you want it to be a joke?
I mean, I guess?
Yeah, that was the answer.
Fucking Jedi.
Jack, do you have a moment?
Yeah, go ahead. I should be. Give a little kick on the bike. Just finished.
No.
Just
Before all that, Cora shakes her hands and points towards Teaser. See, Jack? That right there. Don't be a fucking Jedi.
At this point, Teaser's, I don't know, face changes into a cheeky grin instead. Well,
So what do you need me for? Thought you had all the plans sorted.
sort of, but I was wondering, who exactly is your contact for the other thing here?
Well, he usually he works down near a warehouse in. I suppose my data slate taps around, opens up a file, pull up a map. Works down in a warehouse here near the foot of the temple, where a lot of the other non-Jedi staff live.
Right. And another question. Wait. Fuck, out of character. I don't remember. Did Jack actually grab his grandma's kyber crystal?
Yeah, I've got it on a necklace at the minute.
Ah, right. And another thing. You may want to bring that and anything else you have stashed away. And she points at the kyber crystal around Jack's neck. Which I'm assuming he keeps beneath clothing, but I can see anyway because the Force.
Your special eyes.
Why? What are you going to do to it?
I'm not going to do anything. You are going to do something.
The hand goes up protectively over the crystal and I give you a look.
You see, I think we should pay a little visit to the forge. And you would want to be there as well, I believe.
That what you call where you built the lightsaber?
Well, it's not where I built mine, but yes, it is where Padawan build their sabers.
Well, as long as I don't have to be a Padawan.
Which brings me to another question. How many pieces have you actually gathered?
Just the one. I've got the, and I bring out the, coral? Based one?
Coral handle.
Coral based handle, yeah.
So you require a power source and some circuitry.
Which, it's Typhon. Just go and buy some.
I was hoping something called out to me, but nothing yet.
I'm not sure that's going to happen the way you envision it, Jack. Not yet, at least. It may in the future. But there's nothing preventing you from reforging the hilt at a later date.
Fair enough. When you say bring something with me, you mean all the little Jedi things I have stashed away? Or the other stuff?
What do you mean all the little Jedi things?
Just continue to look at you.
I out of character, I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. What?
Just some keepsakes, bits and bobs here and there.
Well, I mostly mean things that are related to your future lightsaber.
Okay. Right, I'll get it organised. By the way, how's the mission planning going?
Well, for now, I would suggest that we need to find the raiders and, well... Render them unable to continue their operation and then find out exactly what they've been stealing. I suppose Ifo just want them gone, correct?
Yeah. Mission brief was to deal with.
Yeah, so I suppose we don't really need to consider what to do with them until we actually know what they have been doing exactly. Meanwhile, from what I gather, the Jedi simply want them gone.
Oh, either way, I trust you'll be able to plan it, and if you don't, I'll have a backup plan.
Wait, Ash, did we actually know where the fuck the raiders are? No one told us that, right?
Nope, some of the Twi'leks probably know.
Well, they told you they were around about the forbidden ruins and temples. You could just quickly give a call to the Twi'lek woman to ask where they were, since you never actually asked her why you were there, which is kind of weird.
Well, sure, I did that. Well, must have forgotten it.
It's because you guys were busy asking about the political nature of what the fuck's going on and why they were working together.
Very much. Well, I believe I will find the location in a second. That said, I suppose we also need a way to keep them from leaving the planet in a ship. And Tisa sort of gives Jack a meaningful look.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. You've seen what this baby can do. Anything short of a Kappa-class ship, and they ain't getting out the skies.
Right then, I suppose we have a basic outline for a plan. Now, if you excuse me, I'll just need to find out exactly where these raiders are. Or, well, not exactly, but the general area. You will have to pinpoint the location with the ship, of course.
Can do.
And with that, Tisa leaves the cargo bay and calls the Twi'lek woman.
Same here.
You also leave the cargo bay and call the Twi'lek woman.
I was going to say leave the cargo bay. I can't be like, how did you get this number? Who are you? I'm Adam.
I'm Jack.
Suddenly Adam breaks through the fourth wall. Yeah, I called the Twi'lek woman.
Hello, this is... Oh, it's you.
That's
Yes.
an interesting greeting.
We don't tend to get calls from people we like.
I assure you, I bear you no ill will.
What did you need?
Well, I was wondering if you knew at least vaguely where the raiders are currently located.
Well, as I said before, well, do you have a friend? You guys talking to me in different locations confused me. But essentially, I may not know, but I have discovered since you were gone that she's going to show you up her map. Essentially, you can see that they're going a pattern as if they were raiding outside and going back inward.
So what, they're like raging in a collapsing spiral?
Kind of, yes, like back towards which presumably may be their ship.
Oh, okay.
Really, it's quite presumable that they may be in one of these ruins. She's going to give you basically an approximate of what ones are being used currently.
Well, she's baked. Wait, a box?
What?
Approximately.
Oh, okay.
Approximately.
Like basically like a circle that is like somewhere in this circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, here, this may be where they were going.
Thank you. You have been most helpful.
Of course. Remember our deal.
Ash, refresh my memory. What the fuck was our specific deal? Oh, right, yes.
Try not to kill the Twi'leks.
Exactly, right. Yeah, that was it.
Don't be a murder hobo.
So no indiscriminate orbital cannon fire is what I'm hearing here.
Of course.
Only the most discriminating of orbital cannon fire.
Killing is not something one should undertake for no reason. And I see no reason in killing these younglings, so rest assured that I will not do so.
Good. Thank you. Would that be all?
Yes, unless you have something you wish to ask of me.
He shakes her head.
Well, if you think of something.
She nods and then.
Yeah, no, like. Until then, I suppose.
Yeah. With that, the call ends.
So, are people gathering somewhere?
Kains comes up to you and taps you on the shoulder.
Without turning around, TCS says, "Yes, Kains?"
I've been thinking about what you said about your lightsaber crystal. You said you got it from a Sith.
No, the crystal is not from a Sith. However, the power source of this hilt is.
Do you intend to change its history?
Wait, did you ask if I intend to change its history?
Yes.
How could I? Its history is what it is. I cannot change it. All I can tell you is that this power source, for whatever reason, called out to me, and so I was compelled to incorporate it into my design.
He looks at you blankly for a second.
Slow blink.
Remember...
Do you feel like you're putting it to a new purpose, at least?
Yes, I believe so. This power source may have belonged to another, but now it belongs to me. It does not have an agenda or feelings or even a side. It simply is.
Do you take a certain amount of satisfaction from putting it to a new purpose, or are you just completely objective about this? You don't see it as representing anything bigger than yourself?
Well, Tisa once again takes out the hilt. This is, as much as it is simply a tool, it is also a part of me. But what it is made from, its components, they are simply pieces of a larger puzzle. In a way, so is this lightsaber, and in a way, so am I.
I see. So it's the connection with the weapon of value, not the material components itself.
Yes, I suppose that is a good way to put it.
He dips his head.
I've not seen it from that perspective before. Thank you for talking to me about it.
Remember, Kains, there are no coincidences.
I like to believe that. Recently, I've been having trouble maintaining that belief. Sometimes the universe just seems cruel and random.
Well... that is not so strange. Nothing in this universe is wholly light or wholly good. Both,
I disagree.
even the Force has both a light and a dark side to it. That
Maybe it's
said,
our job to provide the light in a chaotic, dark universe.
Perhaps the universe is simply putting you where you need to be, even if that seems cruel.
He grunts at you with an unconvinced expression.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kains. I meant to help you, not confuse you further.
You've given me a lot to think about regardless. I appreciate it. Now, if you excuse me, I need to finish my breakfast.
Tizzy just smiles and bows. And then she goes to find, find out where the fuck people are.
Alright then, so, do you all gather up and get ready to head out?
Yep.
Alright then. Then, we shall prepare.
So, just a quick question: are we heading out to do the fuck up the Raiders stuff, or are we heading out for the crystal stuff?
Heading up to fuck up the raiders.
Okay.
First.
I won't
main
change outfits then.
We'll,
Main mission.
we'll deal with the crystal later, but we will deal with it before we leave the fucking planet.
Absolutely, we're not leaving this planet without visiting that temple.
I say that mostly because I've got my special outfit for the temple. I don't want to be walking around all day in a prop dress.
Also, Ash. Last session you hinted of the fact that I probably know what the light web is, even if I don't know how to use it. Right?
You would probably, simply because you are Miraluka and you can... It's like you can barely see it in the first place. Like you see the force and how it moves and flows, but you see the connections, but you don't know how to use it.
Do I know who to turn to about such things? Would that be other Miraluka Jedi or other Miraluka? Well, with the Miraluka Jedi, would it be the Lucas scene? Like who does that?
Like basically, and like you could ask a Jedi Master on this planet, you know, the home of Jedi and Force powers. Just a tip.
I mean, true, but
Yeah,
but
they're all gay, so.
I'm just wondering if I need to turn to a Jedi, if I need to turn to a Miraluka Jedi, if I need to turn to the Miraluka have their own order of Force users.
Well,
They're called Lucasine. Who they're more like the I suppose you can think of it like the Mensa of the Miraluka, as in like they get
That's right,
together
just
and
turn to your good
Force
buddy
stuff.
Jack. I'm sure he'll have all of those.
Don't worry, Jack knows the
Essentially,
guy.
Just ask the people on this
I
planet.
know a guy.
It's
Okay,
the
fair
same Force power.
Yeah,
Right.
you want to hear the answers? That I know a guy. Unfortunately, that guy's you.
Pick. Anyway, yeah. I suppose people are gathering for breakfast or something.
Alright then. So, you're getting ready to head off, are you?
Yep.
Where are you heading? Off towards the areas where you have discovered where they're heading, or
Yep,
what?
they did
Yes.
mention a pattern. Let's go see if we can set up an ambush for those motherfuckers.
Caesar will basically lay out like this is the area where they probably like this is the general area where they probably are somewhere along this like these edges. The shipper is probably in the middle, and then like actually I can do this character. I would suggest that we approach this with two separate forces. The ship, of course, in order to pinpoint the location of their ship with sensors and to provide air support, and the ground force because the ground force is slightly less conspicuous. And it also means that we can move freely without Jack having to land to get us onto the ground. Yes, I know you can jump from the ship, Astrid, but not all of us have gliders.
Actually, on that note, I've been working on something. It's still not perfect, but I might be able to fly the ship via remote control.
This isn't like the wedding present I bought you, Jack. This is a ship.
Yeah, it's I've been using this gauntlet. It's not perfect, but I've linked it up to the autopilot, courtesy of B2's head.
You've done a what
I
now?
should be able to fly it if I have a relatively stable view.
That piece of shit is still on the ship?
That piece of shit's the autopilot.
Tried to fix B2's head to make it autopilot.
You literally kept that traitorous bot on the ship and made it a autopilot.
Jack.
But even then, Jack, can you actually fire with your remote control as well?
I can only fire the main gun, but as long as I can keep it steady, yeah.
Well, because we might need to prevent them from leaving, so to speak. I don't suppose this ship has any ion weaponry, does it?
No, not yet.
Right.
Oh, I do have
Also,
plans.
I should inform you that I struck something of a deal with the leader of the Twi'lek community in order to get this information. And the deal is that we avoid killing the Twi'lek young ones. The raiders themselves, he doesn't really care about.
Okay, then I should not pilot it via the remote.
Probably not.
I've not really tested out the stabilization yet.
B2, commencing bombardment.
Jack, seriously, what were you thinking? Why would you put B2 in charge of that?
Like, you know, like a vault boy. Imagine like just, you know, a wrist thing with a screen on it that I can control via a screen and camera. Think of it that way.
Also, Jack, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you actually mind-wiped him.
Yeah, no, I didn't keep any bits in. It's just it was a shell. Look,
Back Jack bombards a party. Fuck you guys.
look. The last
Suddenly
thing
Comlin
he
comes
said,
live. Fucking flesh bags.
the last thing he said was a comment about my ship. Now he's stuck in it forever.
Yeah.
I suppose there's some sort of poetic justice in that. Somewhere.
You're gonna
If
have
one
to turn
cares
it
to look
back on
for
one
it.
of these days. It's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I did keep the voice box in.
Yeah.
Bloody meat bags.
Purely for sentimental reasons. Despite the fact that you betrayed us, I still kind of like B2.
Right then. Questions? Comments?
Who are you picking on your team?
Well, you're obviously going to be flying.
Obviously.
Do you require a gunner?
I don't require one, but... Astrid, how are you doing?
I'm perfectly fine.
I'll look over to you, Tizza. I put you in charge. Let's see what choice you make.
Still, if all you can fire is the main gun from your seat, I would suggest that you, Astrid, go with him so that there's a slightly less powerful weapon at our disposal should we need to disable the ship rather than blow it up. After all, I don't think these raiders are flying anything bigger than a freighter, and if you hit it with a capital grade turbo laser, I'm quite certain it will be destroyed. Or rather vaporized.
Can't help but grinning at that one.
Which would be
Please don't glass a planet.
unfortunate if we are also attempting to reacquire the loot, which we are. Since
Fun
I'm
fact.
certain the Jedi Order will be most grateful if we do.
Also, yes, Ash, I am aware I could, given enough time to glass a planet with the gun.
It would take fucking forever, but
Take that, Taris, you bitch, well. Boo, boo, boo,
Jesus.
boo, boo.
Dude, are you seeing this?
come on, T-Rex! Fuck you, bitch!
Yes, on the buildings, collateral damage.
Fuck collateral damage, I'm in a giant ass